All right, so this time our FQT has 3 parts. Today we're going to work on the first part. So for this one, we're going to take a look at this picture, okay? In this illustration, we're going to kind of dive a little bit deeper in it to try to get a sense of what's happening in it. So first I want you to just listen to the words. King Lion called the python, who came slithering past the other animals. But King, he cried, it was the iguana's fault. He wouldn't speak to me, and I thought he was plotting some mischief against me. When I crawled into the rabbit's hole, I was only trying to hide. So was the iguana, who frightened the python, who scared the rabbit, who startled the crow, who alarmed the monkey, who killed the owlet, and now Mother Owlet won't wake the sun so the day can come. What's happening in this picture? Malia, what's happening?
They keep on getting more, and they keep on saying like more and more people, and it's like keep on being the wrong people. But then the last one is always like the one that caused the problem.
Okay, good observation. In these words, it's telling us about how they're all blaming each other and how this one thing started a trickle of events that continued to happen to make it look like it was somebody else's fault when it wasn't. In this picture, does this look like a real picture or an imaginary picture?
Imaginary.
What does imaginary mean? No, what does imaginary mean?
It means something is made up.
Something that's made up, right?
And it has different colors than real things in our lives.
Okay, could be different than what it actually is in real life, absolutely. What in this picture kind of tells us that this is imaginary? Will you turn and talk with a partner? What is something in this picture that shows that it's imaginary? Thumbs up when both you and your partner have talked about what in this picture makes it look imaginary.
It's imaginary because I'm like, iguanas have put true because
Class.
Yes.
What in this picture made it look imaginary? Noah did a really good job of explaining what imaginary means and using examples from this picture to kind of help us get an idea of it. What else could we say from this picture shows us that it's imaginary? Malia, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say that like we're not doing like the real stuff that we do in real life.
Okay, that their actions are different than what we do in real life. Simone?
That the iguana has fire popping out of its head.
Is this fire?
No.
It looks like it, but what is it?
Sticks.
It's the sticks, right? But when I think about how this picture is laid out, this is probably not what it looked like when they were actually having this conversation. We also talked a lot yesterday about how this was a folktale, and we knew that because the animals were talking in this story, so this can't be real, right? So this is from somebody's imagination. Your job for today, what you are going to write about, is what is actually happening in this picture. And Malia told us a little bit about what she thought was happening in this picture. So can somebody refresh my brain again? Because you're going to be writing and drawing a picture to match, right? Our words want to match. Our illustration wants to match our words just like the author and illustrator do in their story. So who can tell me what is really happening in this picture? Lucy, what's happening?
They're thinking that the iguana did it at first, but the iguana didn't do it.
Okay, great point. In this, they're all in this meeting, right? These animals are in this meeting with the king trying to figure out, they're trying to get the sun to come up because it's pitch black. The day's not coming up because Miss Owl is sad, right? Because her baby was killed. So they're trying to get to the bottom of it, and like Lucy said, it ended with the iguana being the last person. We know what's going to happen next, but right here in this page, in one sentence, what could we say? What are we going to write of what's happening, Abraham?
That.
What is the overall thing that they are trying to come up with here? I like the idea that they are trying to narrow down who did it. Is there anything else we could kind of say about it? Charlie, what do you think?
Who killed the baby owl?
They're trying to figure out who killed or who hurt that baby owl. So what you guys are going to write, just like what we've all agreed on, is, so in this photo, or in these illustrations, the animals are talking, right? They're talking, they're trying to figure it out. They didn't just listen to the first animal and say, yep, you're guilty, right? It's kind of like they're in court and they're trying to figure it out together. So really we could say that they are trying to figure out who killed the baby owl, okay? And then we can draw a picture of the animals all together looking at that. You don't get a sentence frame today. You're going to tap it out and do the very best you can. When we write our sentences, what do we need to remember? Rosalie?
Put a capital at the first and period at the end.
Capital at the front, period at the end. What if I need more words to fit up here, but I can't fit them?
Put down here.
Start that word down on the next sentence, okay?
Yeah.
What else? Anything else that I need to remember when I'm writing? Malia?
So to always put inside the right like punctuation and make really good details for the picture.
Definitely the correct punctuation, right? Anything else? When I think about our letter sentence chart, right, we have, and what we talked with our deep dive, we have the who, and then what did they do, right? So I really want you to think about, as you're writing, you guys have become experts with your sight words, right, our trick words from Foundation, and don't forget to put space in between your words,
Yeah.
okay? So think about what you want to say of what's happening in here. Make sure we have the who, and what did they do, okay? And your picture needs to match.
Yeah, your picture needs to match.
Ready? Go. Charlie? Yes, absolutely. I'm going to move this over here so we can take a look at your thinking and your writing skills. What's the very first thing we put on our paper? Name. Go ahead and get started. I would like you to start with your words first, and then the picture. I'm going to set a timer. You have about 12 minutes to work on this. So really stay focused and try your best. All right, love it. Do you think this is the right direction? I see Taj already started his sentence with a capital letter. Love to see it.